Oh, good day? I don't fucking Hi. Sup? I got nothing. I'm so tired. I hope you're all doing really well. Good day to you. Whatever it is. It's a fucking time. I don't know. I'm so fucked up. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. Cheers. Cheers. That's it. That's all I got. I so tired. I cleaned my bong though, so good day. And I have a stoner bowl from last night, so good morning. I hope you're all doing well. I really I'm so tired. I just don't have I don't even know what to do. Hi. Oh, cheers. Happy Fated Friday. I feel like every day of my life I'm just apologizing for existing. Sorry I'm late. Again. Forever. I don't know. Cheers. And she's clogged. Cool. Good day. Where's my needle? Clean your bong, take your fucking joy, love on your dogs, all the things. Do all the things. I am so out of it. I really just am. I feel bad right now. I don't know what to do. I'm so fucking out of it. I hope your Friday's been good. I'm so I had a thought this morning, in my effervescent just guilt for existing. And I was like, man, it's kind of on par cuz like my birthday's in 2 days and I was late as fuck. My mom actually went into labor with me on Labor Day. Oh, not on Labor Day, on the leap day, but she didn't have me until the night of the 3rd. And like, if I was her, I'd hate me too, because that's a lot of labor. But maybe I was just born to be late. I don't know. Oh, Kona, hell yeah, it can only go up from there. It's your stream, can be late, maybe it's your fault. I don't know. I try. I feel like it's like a positive what's the word? Characteristic to be dependable, and I try so hard. I don't know. I can't stand it. But what do you do? You're right. Bless you. It drives me crazy. It just makes me feel more worthless than I already am. But what do you do? My voice is really fucked up today. I think not sleeping is going to make me sick. I just drank a shit ton of water and left it in the kitchen. So I'm very hydrated. Don't worry. Morning. Day. I'm so lost right now. I don't know what to do. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday. What's up? What have you been up to? Tell me about your life. Ow. Good song. My hair is a fuck. Rats? Wait, rats? Because we're friends, I'm gonna be honest. It's literally my least favorite song by Ghost ever, but I'll play it for you. Because it's still good. It's still Ghost. I don't know. I don't like the Cardinal. Like the entire era of Cardinal Copia, I didn't like. Is that weird? I don't know. Just wasn't into him. It's just Copia. Like it's Ghost, so it's still awesome music. But this song, for some reason, I hate it. I don't know. I don't hate it, but like it's my least favorite. I don't know why. But pretty much everything that came out of Cardinal Copia, I didn't really like. I don't know. But it's not his dance is hilarious. His like shit is funny. I don't know what it was. Like I think it's because Ghost has always I know. It's because we're friends, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't pretend to like a song. I'm not gonna lie to your face. Like, I'm not gonna do that. The song is it's like how do you say it? I mean, saying it's my least favorite Ghost song in the world is saying it's still probably one of the better songs that have ever existed. You guys know. It's Ghost. Like, it's still great, but it's my least favorite. And it literally, I think it's because Ghost always, if you know the band Ghost, they've done like renditions of, like priests, I guess, like satanic priests, whatever. And each album or every once in a while, like that, Cardinal, or there's just named, I won't even go there. Papa Emeritus, etc. They all die, and then a new one is reincarnated. And for some reason, for one album, they decided to do a cardinal, and he was really dorky and just like not kind of badass like all the other ones, which is fine. But it was like a weird hiccup, and they realized it, and they've gone back. They killed Cardinal Copia, and they brought back like a Papa something. I don't know. It was a weird. To each their own. It's art, right? They have a right to make whatever they want. Just not my favorite. Also, it could be because it's like the single off the album. And I swear to God, the singles just get pounded to death. Because the album's decent. I don't hate the album at all. But the singles, they do this. They just kill us with them. Flash, yeah, me this link for the Rats video from Ghost. And I was like, because we're friends, I have to tell you it's my least favorite Ghost song. Like, I hate this song. And I will never lie to you that I like a song. And it's just very rarely. I mean, I like most music. It's really hard for me to dislike music. But every once in a while, someone tosses something at me that I already know I dislike, and I laugh. It's just funny. It's funny to me. I don't know. There's nothing I hate that much. Well, there are a few things. Actually, Cinemus, this is my Stoner Bowl because we just went live. I have no idea which strain it is, but the strains I actually got two. I got a new one. The new strain is called Turnt. Turnt, like we're getting turnt, I guess. And then the other one was Skittles Sunday. And they've almost got identical information, the like potency and shit like that. Of course, the sticker was at the top. THC, I think it was a hybrid. I think it said it was allegedly a hybrid. And then THCA 26.5, total THC 23.2 for a grand total of 27.06. I think it was in waves. The way Trivium should sound. This song is my jam. But, I mean, you can't deny their new stuff is soft. He doesn't even scream anymore. None of this. You will not hear that in the new album. He doesn't yell. And I think the Disturbed guy ruined him. I don't know. No, these guys are great live. The band that I was talking about, All That Remains, was just a metal band back in the early 2000s that I loved. I mean, I loved their album so much. And I saw them, I think 4 times, because I used to go to like metal festivals. It's not like I bought tickets to see All That Remains 5 times, but I would go to metal festivals and they were always featured there. And then I went to the Soto a couple times and they were down there in Seattle too. And I mean, every single time I saw them live, they sounded terrible. And at the end of the set, the lead singer would stand on the edge of the stage and go, "Fuck you, sound guys." And I was like, all right, I don't know if you assume that none of us have seen you before, but I've seen you play before and you did this exact same thing. Like, you just sound like shit live at a certain point, right? I mean, I feel like you have to accept it. You can't just call out sound guys at a bunch of different, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Sronlin, I almost missed it. Hold on. Dude, that butt worm is going to haunt me for the rest of my life, by the way, Sronlin. Rage, I almost missed that too. Oh my God, I'm really slow today and I apologize. We're all doing our best though, right? New endocannabinoid in the market. No shit. THCV? I wonder. I've never gotten the munchies from weed. Ever. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've never, ever gotten the munchies from weed. I wonder if that weed would put me in the munchies. Like, I don't know. I think, like, I just never, I can smoke weed all day and I don't get the munchies at all. I don't know what it is. Do you really? I get, like, at nighttime sometimes, I don't know if maybe it's the munchies. I just want to chew on something, which is my frozen M&Ms. This is why I have my frozen peanut and M&Ms every fucking night. M&M and M&Ms. Because it's like a textural chewing thing. Cold was decent. I didn't hate cold back in the day. We're all trying our best, and I'm going to cheers to that. mean, Mandrake, that's basically like it's so weird because it's metal, like for the most part, metal isn't like I mean, at least in my experience, metal tends to be the kind of music that is played live, right? And if I played you All That Remains, I can't even think of a title of their song anymore because I stopped listening to them. But I don't know, it just sounded like decent metal, like that early 2000s kind of like new metal era, but they were bad. I mean, it was like it almost I don't know what it was like they'd never played live together or something. Like played together, like in a garage or something. You know what I mean? What up, penis? That was a hot hit. I used to love this song so much. Frozen peanut M&Ms, sugar. They are my addiction, my vice. I I mean, no, so here's the thing. This is why I like I've always liked peanut M&Ms cuz like, peanut and chocolate. But they're not dangerous for your teeth because the peanut doesn't freeze. It's great. I have an addiction to frozen candy. Like if any candy comes through my house, I'll probably put it in the freezer. I like to chew. It's terrible, probably bad for your teeth. So in my journeys of trying to find like my munchie for nighttime so I'm not damaging my teeth, I got into peanut M&Ms because that peanut is so high in fat, it doesn't freeze. So all you've got is that candy shell and that thin coating of chocolate, and then it's peanut. So you're not like crunching on damaging things for your teeth. Don't worry about it because I'm bad like cough drops and shit. I crunch. It's so bad. But they're just the perfect mouth feel. I hate that term, but you know what I mean? Like that perfect crunchy, sweet, savory, yummy nighttime snack. I don't know. I have a little cup of them every single night. Like a measuring cup of them. I have like the family size, like 38-ounce bag in my freezer at all times, and I just take a scoop of it. But yeah, dude, it's Phoenix, right? There's some, by the way, penis, my love. I hope you're doing well. Oh my God.
Thread, have we given birth? Do we feast upon the fetus tonight? Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a fucking anus its wings. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways.
The crunching is a big deal. I mean, sugar, like, it's something I've done for so many years now, I couldn't even tell you, but I talked about it on stream, like, in the last year, and a lot of people on stream I've now gotten, like, I'm so sorry, I've gotten addicted. Knives is one of them. They're just perfect. There's something about it. I don't know. It's just this really good snacky texture. And I think there's something like, you know how when you want something sweet and snacky, but like you just never get satisfied, like you eat it forever because there's that peanut and the fat and everything. I think the fat's sweet. It's that sweet, fat, salty. It's just so satisfying. Oh my God, the bad peanut's enough to ruin I hate, oh, I'm so sorry. My mouth, I can fucking viscerally taste that sour, rancid, bad peanut right now in my mouth. That is the worst. How dare the universe do that to you? I'm rage. It's time to call someone to put a nice white jacket on Katie and put them in a padded room. If there's ever a day I don't want to see cute, fuzzy dogs of any kind, but more specifically poodles or pugs. Like, seriously, call someone. I'm not, someone's traded me out. I mean, honestly, I think I was talking about this like a couple weeks ago, but I used to, let me grab that rod. I used to have, it's actually probably still on this hard drive somewhere in all these old folders we've been going through. But I had a folder that was on, this is an ancient folder. It was like my MacBook, my little MacBook from college, the white one that was all white with the white keys and everything. And it was a folder on my desktop, and it was like random pictures and videos that I found on Reddit because that was all I had back then. That were like it was my guaranteed to smile folder. I mean, it's everybody should have one. But if I was, if I came home from school that day because I was still going to school and working full time, and I was just beyond, at that point where I couldn't stop crying, I would open this folder and it was just comically ridiculous pictures of like hilarious dogs or cats or etc. That's all it was. And I mean, but it was like foolproof. I used that thing like therapy, man. That folder was everything. It was ridiculous. I remember very specifically there was a picture on there that was a Sphinx cat, like one of those naked cats, but it was turned away from the camera. Like its body was turned away, but its face was turned towards the camera and it was hissing like but it's a naked cat and it was sitting on its own balls. It was hilarious. I mean, I would just laugh. The dumbest shit makes me laugh so hard. But that kind of shit would get me. To throw them? Oh my god, do you actually get to throw mama from the train? Shut the fuck up. The weird bitterness, yeah, and now you're afraid of all the peanuts. Bad peanut sounds like an emo for or like a sex thing. Cun, that's just sad. I haven't had a bad peanut in a while. What up, Timon? I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Oh, I haven't opened. Wait, did I open Discord today? Let's see if Discord actually works. Let me move some of these links over. You guys can give me a couple. Actually, a lot, but let me move them over. Hold on. Cute. No, don't fuck with me today, computer. I want to see that cute dog, and you're not gonna ruin it. A Tool cover. Ooh, Saint Vincent, always good. I saw an Instagram post the other day. I sent it to someone. But it was this little dog, like, ran out on the porch and started barking at something, but every time it woofed, its butthole would be like, bloop, bloop. And the caption said, "Which end is barking?" And I lost my shit. Did you see that one? Yeah. It's I almost peed myself. Cause like it's real. Like Millie, when she would bark, her asshole would like borderline prolapse, and I would just be like, "Oh my god, don't do it." It's literally like a speaker. You're not wrong. Okay, I'm gonna let that one. It's the most insane Interstellar cover on public piano. If you're here and you gave that to me, if you want to rethrow the link, I'd refresh it, but sometimes that actually makes it crash harder. I'd rather just kill the link and reopen it. So if you still have it and want to throw it again, that'd be great. It's the one. That's the only one that's not loading at all. I don't know why. But like no worries if not. I'll try my best. Seriously, cucumber, right? It's a real thing with any dog that has like an upright tail and an exposed butthole, and it makes you wonder like every time I do this, is my butthole just like kissing the Yes, it is. Yeah. Kind of makes me wonder how much Zach's asshole kisses things with how much screaming he does. I mean, it's a whole body thing, right? Like if you cough, I absolutely feel my butt cheeks clench. That's a thing, right? Yeah. We just don't, bend over and expose our butts while we scream at nonsense most of the time. Unless you're one of those that suns your asshole, in which case you do you, boo boo. Pause. I love you, Trivium, but you gotta pause. Happy Friday, Vespin. I hope you're doing well. I got a little bowl. Dude, right? Am I Next time I'm in public and I sneeze, that's what I'm gonna say. Am I leaking? Comedy fucking gold. Hold on. I almost missed that. New guy who had a vicious little mini pin, mean little bastards. What I learned like maybe less than a year ago that they have no relation to actual Doberman pinchers. Because I was genuinely curious. Just a side note. My mom had a Doberman pinscher when I was a kid named Guinevere. And she was a dope. She was like a lab. But every mini pin I've ever met is basically the meanest little chihuahua bitch you've ever experienced in your life. I don't know. They're not related. Crazy facts. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Oh my god, Trav. What the fuck is up? Welcome, Raiders. It's beautiful to see you. I hope you're doing well. We're just talking about buttholes, loading bowls, talking about holes. Sup? Hope you're. Oh my god, Carson, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. I mean, honestly, if you're a people, you are a butthole person. You want to know a fun science fact? Welcome, Raiders. This is my gift to you. On the biological tree of life, one of the very first, most distinct branching moments that distinguishes us from like jellyfish is whether or not we eat with our butthole. Crazy. Protostome, deuterostome. One of them gets to eat with their butthole. Your butthole's a mouth without teeth, to be honest. But like, no shit, it's one of the first branching moments. It's like some of us were like, you know what? I'd like to eat with one hole and have the poop come out the other. And the other side was like, gargle, gargle, bitch. 2 shits, 1 jellyfish. Let's go. Wild. You've learned today. You're welcome. Shit fucking happens. And anybody that wants to deny it, like, you've got issues. Figure it out. Figure your shit out. No pun intended. What up, Reasonable? How are you, love? I hope you're all doing well. I was reading a post and I totally spaced. What was I? Oh, mini pins. Mean mini pin. Yeah. My parents had a Doberman. It was the sweetest dog ever. And then every mini pin I've ever met is just I mean, it's like the stereotypical tiny dog, which I've met a lot of tiny dogs that don't act like stereotypical tiny dogs. It's not all of them, but a lot of them. I think it's just the way you treat them. You put a dog in a purse, it's going to grow up scared of the world. You know what I'm saying? Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. One, some of them stink. Dude, don't you hate it when people just put their asshole in your face? Or if you love it, I mean, to each their own. We became tubes instead of sacks. No shit. Yeah, it's fascinating. It was one of the coolest things. Today we've learned. Yeah, I'm full of that shit. Welcome to my hell. My favorite word lately, conglobate. Do you want to know what my chat might already know because I've talked about this before. Conglobate. The ability to roll into a ball like a potato bug. Conglobate. My brain never stops. I'm broken. What up? I hope you're doing well. We're having a nice faded Friday where we listen to cool music and or look at cute animals and refresh our souls and get really high. You're welcome to do any of the above or just take the fuck off. Trav, however, you've been streaming. I suggest you and anyone else who's been sitting for an extended period of time, stand the fuck up and stretch your legs. Because if you don't, I can scare you with those facts too. Let's fucking go. Get some water. I appreciate you though. When you have 5 cats, your statistical chances of a face full of butthole go way up on a daily basis. Dude, same with dogs. I mean, one of my dogs has like an addiction to sleeping next to me at nighttime. She sneaks into the bed and curls up into a ball, and I wake up like lips to lips. You know? Like I'm like here, like Jesus Christ. All the time. She rescued it from a shelter before they wait, I think min pins are abused. I mean I think it's the way you raise a dog. I am on the side of dogs are dogs are dogs and there's no evil breed. That sounds so ignorant to me. Are you kidding? I mean that's like racism, right? Like they're the same species, but how you treat them and how you raise them. And I think a lot of people get these tiny fragile dogs and like raise them and treat them like a tiny fragile dog and like shelter them from the world. So then they end up like shaking with those bulgy eyes and they're like, "Oh, reality." You know what I'm saying? I've met mean labs and golden retrievers. Mean dogs can be across the board if you make a dog mean. I think it's all up to the person. Same with cats though, really. Like I've met people where they're like, "Oh yeah, the cats run away and hide under furniture if anyone's around." And then I've gone to people's houses, like Amelia's cats who escaped the house to climb a trellis to the second floor of the house and squeeze through a break in the window to sleep on my head while I slept. It's just animals, man. Pities. That is one of the I mean, my parents did not raise us with this stigma of any kind of breed of dog or anything like that. But I learned about it when I was in college, moving to the big city. And when I worked at Lowe's, there was a lady who she got permission from our boss or whatever, but she would bring pitties into the store and just walk them up and down the aisles, and they were I'm trying to think of the term for it. They were, Eliza taught me this. They were abused, but they were in recovery. Oh my god. They were used as bait pit bulls, which gross. Earmuffs if this kind of shit really triggers you, because it triggers me. It makes me so mad. But like when people are involved in dog fighting or any of that, if the dog is born like timid or something and won't attack anyone, they use it as a bait dog to get the other dogs used to ripping apart their friends. It's fucked up. But she had like a color coded chart of bandanas that these pitties would have it. And she brought them in the evening when it wasn't too busy or anything. And we all had it in our pocket. And the color coded bandana was like how you approach the pup. They were never, they were the sweetest, like, if you've ever met a pit bull, I've never met a mean pit bull in my life, actually, but they just, like, they get up in your face, and their tongue is as big as a human face, and they just start to, like, maul you with love instantaneously. That's the only experience I've ever had with these dogs. I just don't it just feels like people that have never had any experience with dogs. They're the ones that drive these stigmas. That's all I can come up with. Like, I completely understand having a personal experience where you were attacked by a dog and you're scared of dogs, but I've never met anyone like that villainizes dogs as in general because of a personal experience. They just personally stay away from them. You know? Like, I've never met anyone that's like, a dog attacked me, therefore dogs are the devil, ever, because who the fuck? What? What? Are you, what? DJ, my ginger pussy is huge now. Oh my god. They grow so fast, cats especially. I heard a comic refer to chihuahuas as ear and eyeball caddies. Oh my god. You know, it's about like any tiny dog that has those big bulgy eyes and shit, it's real. No shit. When I very first got Millie, when she was an itty bitty puppy, I brought her into the vet just to like, do vet insurance, get her shots, all that. And I was like, I've only had big, like farm dogs, like outdoor big, like burly dogs my whole life. Is there anything I need to know specifically about a small dog that's different? And the first thing she told me was, so you know how they don't have an extended snout, they've got a flat face. So dogs like this stub their eyeballs the way you and I stub our toes. So like, don't keep any sharp things on the ground. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. What? And it's real. I mean, it's real. I have not one but two stories about flat-faced, bulgy-eyed dogs having their eyes actually pop out of their skull just, like, for no reason. Because the reason their eyes are bulging out is their skull doesn't like, the sockets don't encompass them, so only their eyelids are keeping them in. It makes me uncomfortable too. But it's more than just pugs. So, first one, by the way, it's 10 minutes to 4:20. Load your bowls. I'm loaded. My girl Millie, my pug, way back in the day when she was like a teen puppy, a skinny pug still. I was a friend of mine or something, or an ex or whatever, used to like pull the wrinkles back on her head, and like not mean, but and then do this and go, "Pug in a nuclear blast," and it was funny until her eye popped out. Never again. I put it in. I can't even I don't even I grabbed all the skin on her face and, like, squished it closed as fast as possible, and it went back in, and she was fine. It was just so disturbing. Like, it just came out. It was so bad. Yeah, I think I've read that too. Pit bulls were originally nanny dogs because they're so strong and so gentle, right? I have a few, wait, I have a new foster pup joining me tomorrow. 18-month-old Jess just had her second 18 months. I got icky chills. Millie my pug baby came from a puppy mill. I'm sure you guys know that because I've talked about getting her from the puppy mill. It was horrible. I mean, I got her from a puppy mill bust, I should say, but she did come from a puppy mill. Those places are pure hell, and those people deserve a circle of their own, if you know what I'm saying. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. How can you? How? I cannot even. Like, disgusting. If a dog is bred to be aggressive, you need to know what you're, oh, 100% what you're doing, or the dog should be put down. Oh god. Wait. Sweden? Oh god, the chat keeps jumping. I'm so sorry. Sweden has had human babies, faces ripped off. I mean, that happens here too, but I'm not kidding you. There are more fatal attacks from dogs due to golden retrievers in the United States than any other breed that I read 5 years ago. So but our stigma is Rottweilers, pit bulls, blah blah. I agree with you. Like there are dogs who have, I mean, it's I don't want to say like it's hard for me to say like look at like certain breeds of dog because I truly believe like if you're gonna take an animal's life under your wing, do some fucking research, be leader of the pack. Every dog, I mean, we all know the alpha thing's bullshit, but like dogs need a firm stance. They like that. They need leadership. You can't just get a dog tied up in your yard and expect to have man's best friend. With any dog, though, that being said, some dogs do, I mean, genetically have really strong jaws and big, sharp teeth, and they're huge or whatever. So like, when they become aggressive, it is a much bigger deal than if a chihuahua becomes aggressive because you shove it in your purse, zip it closed, and call it good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you, but I want people to take that level of seriousness with all dogs. I think that's maybe me just being selfish. I love dogs. I love animals. But I truly think that, like, if you're going to go adopt a dog or a cat, which I truly, please go adopt. There's so many fucking animals out there just sitting in tin boxes alone, and it's heartbreaking. Do some goddamn research on any animal. Literally, like, do the same amount. Called Betty. Pugly Betty. Shut the fuck up. I love that. I love that. That's amazing. Yeah, dogs and I mean, hard agree. Hard agree. It pisses me off when people get an animal and they're like, "Well, I didn't know. Why'd you get what the fuck? What the fuck?" I agree. I think it's the way I mean, I just think I don't know. I've only had one small dog. She was my pug. But like Rod has small dogs too, and they act the way Millie did. They're not the like Rod is not the type. He doesn't like carry his French bulldog under his arm and stick it in a purse all day. And I did the same with Millie. Like from day one, I took her on hikes and I took her running and shit. So she acted like an outdoor dog. Like I've told you guys that before. I used to have to take her in the big dog park. I wasn't allowed to go to the small dog park because she'd run them all over. She was like a bulldozer. But I think small dogs, people treat them fragile, so then they develop that like fragility kind of, you know? I don't know. I mean, who knows? I'm not a pro, but I love dogs and I do look into this stuff a lot. Dramonic, thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings. I fucking appreciate you. And Hammy, I see your resub. I'm sorry if I was blabbing and I didn't hear it. I still haven't figured out how to get the volume jacked on those. It's very annoying. Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings. I fucking appreciate you.
Go forth and be consensual. Would you like to bleach our brains together?
I'm as much as this is like a dark-ish topic, it gives me a lot of happy that y'all are as passionately in love with dogs and their rights to be treated well as I am. Firmly. Firmly. I mean, seriously, one thing I had to learn, like as an adult with dogs, because my parents, the dogs of the families were my parents' dogs, really. But as an adult, I learned like dogs like that, like the discipline. Like it was so hard for me to conceptualize that getting your dog to sit and stay for an extended period of time, maybe even until they like go to sleep, that is rewarding to them. Like they are rewarded by completing it for you. Doing like it's a game to them, even though to us it's discipline. That took me so long to struggle with. Because for me, it was like discipline. It was like, am I being mean to my dog? Structure, seriously, they crave a form of structure, like a routine. I mean, I don't sleep in anyways, but my dogs, they're usually up when my alarm goes off and they're ready to go. I know, I need to go. I chugged so much water right before streaming that I left it in the kitchen. So all I've got is not hydration. We'll watch a couple bleaches and I'll go, look at them. Are you kidding me? What is it? I think it's like the delicate fade of like the dark and the caramel all over them. They're just so pretty. I've never had one. I've just like, if I'm watching the dog show, I'll vote for this guy. Right? They kind of have like that German Shepherd look a little bit, but they're beautiful. I mean, in the puppy, like no one's sad about a puppy. Yeah, I think they're one of those dogs that's very much not a first-time dog owner, like, you need a like, they're kind of similar to, like, a cattle dog in that they have the type of, there's a word that I just had, it's uh, the personality and temperament that they need, like, structure, and they need to be worked. Not necessarily like I don't know if they're a herding dog, but they need to be worked, not just played with, right? Kinda similar to, like, my poodles. If I don't mentally stimulate them with actual games, like I have to hide shit in the yard and stuff and play hide and seek, they will become destructive. They're that way in, like, physical energy, right? I think there's a certain types of dogs that are similar that way, right? Yep, that's same. My dogs will literally chew a panel of my fence off if they're bored. I have so many puzzle toys and stuff because you have to, like, they're too smart. And I've only had, like, labs before and a pug who's, like, they don't need anything. These guys, I have, like, intellectual toys. And, it's they figure them out, it's fascinating. I hate it. You know what's funny, though? They're like I was warned about that. I was warned about that high energy on that note. But what I've found is absolutely true, but it's in spurts. It's like explosive energy. I don't know, it almost reminds me of a toddler. It's not like consistent 24/7, you're gonna have a hyperactive dog, but when your dog's up, you're up, and they're ready to go. Like, yeah, it's those zoomies, like, you know exactly what it is. Like, Trick will grab one of his toys, like a stuffed thing, and just start fucking laps, and thankfully, I have a very big yard, so it's, like, practically an acre. Not an acre, but I think it's, like, 3 plots, in a neighborhood of houses, but it's our yard, so he has plenty of room to do these, but his tail goes straight. It goes I call it low gear because he gets real low to the ground, and he has his bee in his mouth, and he just sprints, and it's so cute. I love it a lot, but he definitely, goes, but it's only for, like he'll do if he's sprinting, maybe 5 minutes, and then he's done. Then it's nap time, but if they play, it's like an hour, but it's definitely a lot, and you need to be ready for it because 'cause they'll get I never knew that. I've never had a dog that gets bored destructive before in my life. Yep, they curl their butt down, and literally, they look like a greyhound. It's crazy. One of my, she's my aunt? Yeah, my bio dad's sister. Yeah, she lives in New York. She used to she's very old now, so she doesn't do it anymore, but she used to rescue retired greyhounds, like greyhounds that couldn't race anymore because they had an injury or they had an illness or, I guess they age out at, like, 2 or something, like, something crazy like that. So every time we visited her, she'd always have some giant greyhound, like, sprawled out, and it's if you've never seen a greyhound lay on its side, they go flat like a flounder fish. It's very weird. But they'd always be sprawled out in some corner of the house. That's what these guys look like when they sprint. It's so unique and weird. Oh my god, she would hide her farts. Shut the fuck up. That's so cute, though. Oh, they're sort of a cross between a pinscher and a German Shepherd in appearance. They're incredibly smart, very driven, very high energy. I believe it. Yep, the Norwegian Ridgebacks are beautiful too. All dogs are beautiful, just to be clear. But for some reason, I got real into these guys. Just I don't know. I don't know why. It was a thing. Hold on. Or then. Oh, Norwegian Elkhounds are absolutely beautiful too, though. Why am I like this? Because I'm typing at a very strange angle. Ridge. Royal family tree? The fuck? Dude. I worked with a lady that had one of these. It was the dopiest dude. He was I mean, just all like flop. I remember this dog coming into work and visiting once in a while with her because she'd come to stop by. And it was just like the ears and the lips and the soft, so soft. But they have this, I mean, they literally have a ridge on their back of hair that like, look at that. So fucking weird. I love it. I honestly, if I was a dog, I think I'd be a husky. Like, just like way too much hair and talks to itself all day. Checks out. I know, it's so unique. I wanna say it's actually a cowlick of hair, but I don't I don't wanna say it if I'm wrong, I can't remember. It might actually be a special, like, muscle thing, but they actually do have a ridgeback, and I always thought that was really oh, Rhodesian, not Norwegian. Did I say Norwegian? Did I write Norwegian? I did instead of Rhodesian. Did you you know what? We got there, it doesn't matter. I'd 100%. If you've ever seen videos of huskies, like, people will take funny videos and put them on TikTok of huskies just, like, laying in a dark room by themselves. Me. Me. My brother had a husky. Her name was Sadie. She was precious. She was I'm trying to think of there's husky's a really general term though, right? She was like the smaller black and white one with the bright blue eyes. Like the quintessential, like what you think of, not the ones that can live on ice and eat frozen meat. I'm blanking on the names, but there's different names for kind of a group of dogs that we all kind of generally call huskies, right? I mean, honestly, I don't Malamutes are the big ones, right? Thank you. I could not remember the name for the life of me for some reason. I think Malamutes are the big ones, yeah. I mean, the shit dude, I had a golden retriever, and I had a pug, and then I had a golden retriever with the pug, and I thought pug hair was bad because it's those little needle hairs that just, like, constantly shed, which is why pugs are so soft, but it's everywhere. I mean, I still find her hair. She's been dead almost 3 years now, and I still find pug hair. Every once in a while, I'll find the shard somewhere. Crazy. Golden retrieve I mean, I don't know if Husky's probably worse. I've heard Huskies are, like, the worst shedding because they have, like, the multiple like, different hair, right? Like, they have different piles of fur, and it sheds based on the season or whatever, right? Something like that, but, the golden retriever hair you know how golden retrievers have, like, the feathers? That's what they call them? The, like, longer hair, like, on their belly and on the backs of their legs? That shit is this long. I'm not fucking with you. It was longer than my hair, and it would be, like, dust balls in the air just while I'm vacuuming floating by me. They would be, like, this big of just golden retriever hair. That shit was wild. Wild. That being said, he was the most perfect boy in the entire world. I will never speak ill of our king. Like, Link was perfect. Passed away a few years ago of stomach cancer. Super fucking tragic. I'd take all the hair in the world to have my dog back. Like, I would drown in dog hair to have my dog's back. I'm pretty sure all of you would too. Like, don't get me wrong. Pomskis are the really tiny ones. I mean, seriously, the poodles, though. I feel very spoiled. The note and the, like, hypoallergenicness of it is just so nice. Emma. I had a dog that was half Belgian Tervuren? Tervuren. Oh my god, that's real. How do you say that? Australian Shepherd. Same shit. Yep. It's like and it's they're like mocking you, right? Like you're literally like you sit down on the couch, you've just vacuumed the whole house, and in the light coming through the window, it's like, "Fuck you, bitch." I'm not like super OCD obsessive about keeping my house super spotless, but man, that's a kick in the balls. When you vacuum as much as I do, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, they're beautiful. Oh my god! What a cool dog. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. Ooh, pretty puppy. Oh, I like. The dual coat. Thank you, Gimp. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's certain dogs that have like different types of hair. To a Malmule's lost an arm? Holy shit. Kleekai? Oh, a small. Hold on. Kleekai, I gotta look up. Look at that. He looks kind of like a lion. This, like, if you told me this was a werewolf, I'd believe you. There's something about all that heavy fur in the front that gives them like a something, a look. Look at that baby. Oh, I love them though. Oh, I love them though. I love dogs. Oh, I love them. Oh my god, yes, Sephiroth in dog form. No, you're not. Fuck off. Where's that? Yep. Yeah. Dude, what a badass. Her hair was long, like fringe that went all the way down her legs to her paws. Oh god. Shedded like a monster. Yep. Majestic, right? I mean, And the ones that shed are the most majestic. It's so unfortunate, but I'd take them back in a second. You complain about it at the time, but the dogs are so worth it. Hold on, I was gonna look up, there was another. Oh, Kleekai. Oh my god! My ovaries. How doth one get that job? Oh my god. Oh. Oh, they are super cute. They're like are they related to huskies? Because they look, but I mean, it could be like a miniature pinscher situation. Oh my god. They're like little foxes. Race, seriously, there was a period of time where I didn't wear very much black, and if I wore black clothes, I would no shit borderline get dressed on my porch outside, because if Millie came near me, it was just and, like, honestly, at the end of the day, I think about the way I used to be really neurotic and have, like, lint rollers and shit for dog hair. First, who am I impressing? Second, what's the worst case scenario? They think I might have a dog. It's not like I was covered in matted shit in hair, it was, like, some pug hair, but I would be like, "Oh my god, this dog hair, Jesus Christ!" Neurotic. I Wow, you got a lot of dog hair on your back. Yes, I own a dog. Conversation ended. Like, what the fuck, Katie? I don't know. Brains are weird. Yeah, it's something you accept because you love your dog. Whatever. They're probably pissed they smell like us. I raced, could not agree harder. And I will agree with that. I think we missed 420 because we're all stoners. I will attest and agree to that for the rest of my life. Any dog is worth any. Oh my god. What the fuck? Why are they so cute? It's almost like their eyes are like more forward facing, so they look a little human, and it's freaking me out. Oh, look at them. Are they kind of derpy or is it just me? It must be a new breed then. Yeah, it must be one of those things that's just, I mean, it's like they have to, in order for it to be an official breed, they have to get like health genetics, tests and stuff like that to prove they didn't just inbreed a mom and dad over and over and over, and they're going to try to sell like sad dogs. But holy shit, stop it. Is that real? I didn't. Cheers. It's that emote. Yes. He's beautiful, but it's the way I think it's just because he's got those really bright blue eyes. They look like they're busting out. They are cute as hell. I really love them. They're super fucking cute. Cheers. Cute. I love Ant. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's when they were puppies, like the teenage stage, and I was really trying to teach them, sit and stay. That was a big thing to me. I wanted to know they wouldn't run away from me if they saw something in the woods. And like they do they do the sit like that super beautiful pup like poodle posture. They do the sit and the stay and they're all serious. And then when you finally like release them and you're like, "Okay, good job." They do the like their head sinks into their neck and their chest goes forward to you before anything else. And they just make the most hilarious like face. And you're like, "That's my baby. That's you right there. I see you." I see your dark like, you learn, but you're you're a big doof, and I like that part too. But honestly, like, Millie wasn't ever cuddly ever, ever. Ooh, let me grab a glove, hold on. She liked to sit on the couch, like, across the room from you and stare at you. These guys? Aw. She'd be a lap dog if she fit. Huh. Oh, we might get her soul. That just feel really good. Yeah. What's up? How was your nap? She's so sleepy. I can get like I call it the soul, but hers is usually on her neck. Trix is like that inner thigh, the hot spot that can turn into a hot spot if you don't like, keep them dry and shit. And they'll kick a leg. I can get their leg to do the thing, and it's like a reward if I find the soul. And hers is usually on her neck, but she's standing, so she might not be able to do the kick. But look at that heaven, heaven. That's right where our collar sits. It makes sense. Is that the best, Vale? She's such a dork. She does. She'll fall backwards. Dread, right? It's just you gotta find it. It's like finding it. Yeah, he's home. That's why I was late today. I went and picked him up at the airport. Yeah, he flew this morning. He only went out for one fucking day, man. Pretty crazy. But I mean, worth it? Holy dicks. Worth it. We brush our teeth together. All right, let's watch this other poodle. Thank you for coming and giving us an example of not a stuck up poodle. You're a dope. I mean, definitely you specifically, but like hers, oh my god. I think Lilith's nose is longer than Trick's, so her lips are a little bit shorter for some reason. Because Trick, I never see his teeth ever, unless I like look at him and brush his teeth. Her, if she falls asleep on her back, her lips fall just like this. Dude, she looks like a little bat. It's just the two little canines poke out. It's like the cutest. It's just fucking cute. This little teeths, yeah. Just the fangs though, just her little fangs and her mouth's open. I mean, it's just precious. But Trick never. I think he's got like a shorter snout or like a bigger, bulkier head or something. I don't know. He's different. Can I can I continue my videos? Okay. Don't get jealous. I love the little teeths. I don't. I did all the dog stuff earlier today, so I figured I'd. I'm waiting to see if my boss calls to finish yelling at me for not sufficiently drinking the Kool-Aid during a call. What? Fuck. You sit in so many goddamn hours of meetings and phone calls and bullshit. For fuck's sake. A thank you'd be great. I can't with that. You've got the patience of a god. Last week I was being praised for all of the good work I've been doing lately this week. This week, I don't think your view of this department is in line with mine. That reminds me of a certain review. Hi, Donna. A certain review I got long ago where they were like, the nurses love you, the doctors trust you, new employees love training under you. You're doing a great job. You're getting a raise, but you're unapproachable. What's happening? Yeah, honestly, Glut, like, I mean, I don't know how to do this and not sound like a sassy hoe, but at some point I would be like, in response to your view of this department isn't in line with mine. It doesn't seem you're very aware of what's going on in the department because 5 days ago you were borderline giving me a reach around for how good of a job I was doing, and suddenly this seems like a fast turnover. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, Viata, should we? We wouldn't have to do much. Like, I mean this in the best way possible, but we have like resting scary face. Fuck it. Let's go. Florida has beautiful beaches. Oh, you have receipts? Good. I love this Donna too. Just don't point me in their direction, Glad. I'm nicknamed the Blonde Rabbit Chihuahua for a reason.
This is what I'm saying when I say,
I accidentally surround myself with these fucking feisty bitches, but I love it. Like the type that'll kill you for their own, but also like are loving. It's like we're all here like, look at the poodle. Oh my god, dogs are the best thing ever. Do we need to murder someone? It's called something delight. It's like guilty delight or grinner's delight, something like that. But there's something about when someone they know this thing about themselves, like just to use a really extreme example, murderers, serial killers, they will oftentimes bring the subject up repetitively in conversation. So like depending on how often she's made similar jokes or similar conversational things about, oh, I'm just going to destroy their minds if they make me mad, blah, blah, blah. It's a way of soothing some form of morals, like acknowledgement of its bad behavior in their soul. Like the more often they say it and no one calls them on it, they start to feel like it's okay to do. It's almost like self mind fucking. It's really weird. See, and Warlord, that's because you fucking think. I don't know. We talk about that a lot, like especially in the last couple of years, just like with the state of the universe. But I've never been in a state of having like excessive, like being rich. So I have no idea. But I wonder because we see all these like horrible rich people like just doing terrible things a lot, and I'm like, do people who become successful just does their soul die, or do people that have a dead soul just become successful? And I think it's a little bit of column A and a little column B because I know a lot of successful people that don't have a dead soul, that are awesome human beings, that do really good things for the world and are conscientious and treat their employees well, blah, blah. I'm sure we all know people like that. Like they exist in the world. But I think there's like a character trait that goes along with like the antisocial sociopathic nature that makes it easier to get ahead because it's easier to just stomp over people. Like you'll never feel bad going up against a friend for a raise or for the same promotion or something like that. I don't know. Who knows, right? But it's just I don't know, I'm too empathetic. I think about other people before I think about bugs before myself. Like I'll walk on some blackberries if I see a potato bug on the trail. I guess I was just raised to not consider myself. Whereas some people, it's like it's the extreme opposite. Neither are good. Everybody should have a good medium. I'm not saying either's good. It's got to be a psychological thing, right? Like an unconscious whatever. Yeah, it's losing touch with reality. Yeah, I think that's it. I was in charge of my area for a single day because my work lead was off. My manager ended up having to protect me from one of my coworkers trying to attack me and yelling, quote, I'm not taking orders from some white bitch, end quote. Uh, Escalated quickly. Security got called, and it was all over me trying to schedule each person's. Donna. First off, fucked up. Second off, I'm so glad that Lowe's isn't the only place that white bitches start throwing fists over lunch breaks. Because holy crap, you like made all my baby hairs bristle on my spine. I was a head cashier at Lowe's for a little bit. I was one of those people that just went, I worked in almost every fucking department. It was crazy. But I was a head cashier for a bit. And what like, one of the only jobs of a head cashier, other than just watching the door and making sure no one tries to steal things, is scheduling the breaks of the cashiers, because there's certain cash registers where you have to have a cashier until the doors are locked. I don't know, rules, whatever. So you have to schedule them, and oh my god. I mean, I would catch these, like, the sweetest moms in the world sneaking up and changing their lunch break on my board and trying to, like, move other people's breaks, and when I would catch them, 'em, they'd, like, straight up try to hit me in the face with the board, and I'm like, "What? Nancy!" It was insane. Insane. I had no idea. Like, I'm that type of person, I'm like, "I don't really need a break, like, can I just work, please?" Oh my god. I mean, it was insane. Like, cattiness over their 15-minute breaks. I mean, it was insane. It was crazy. Never again. I never wanna do that again. I'm so glad I'm not that person. Lowe's is basically Waffle House now. I don't know. I think Lowe's, they declared bankruptcy during COVID, but I don't know. I don't know if anything happened. Cheers. You know what, C-Town? I love my breaks at anywhere else. I hated them at Lowe's, and it was simply because of, like, the atmosphere of it. Like, if you were a cashier, you got if you worked, over, I think it was over 6 hours, you got 2 15-minute breaks and a half hour or an hour lunch, whatever. And the lunch was good, but the 15-minute break, like, the store is so fucking big and guaranteed customers catch you on your way back and no one cares. Like, they don't care. They don't trust you. Your break starts as soon as they send you away from your register, period, end of story. It would take sometimes 5 to 7 minutes just to get to the break room, and by the time you sat down next to some employee you don't wanna talk to, who talks too much, it's time to go back because you know it's gonna take you 7 minutes to get the other way. It was just a waste of time. I was like, "I'm fine." It's not to a detriment of the dog, whatever. I've never understood that poof. Yeah, what we get is called the poodle cut, or they call it the hunt cut or something like that. It's basically not leaving a shit ton of hair because if they'd go in water, all that would just droop in their face, and then they'd be blind. No, we have not, Vex. Nope. That's how I felt on Monday. I made it through 4 hours. Oh god. Your patience is godlike. Your patience is godlike. Oh, man, I almost just dude, I have to go out and actually interact with society so little, right? Which is a blessing. Thank you for that. But once in a while, I do. And when I was coming home from the airport the other day, I had to I had to. I was stuck behind this bitch who had no less than 5 thin blue line stickers on her car. And if you're thinking like 5, like the whole window, no. Like it was quite obvious people had tried to rip them off of her car, deface them, or put something else on, and she had put another thin blue line on top of it, and then on top of it, and then on top of it. And it was a Prius. And I was just like my whole drive home, I was like, oh, I forget these people exist. Kumstav are so just like out of touch. I've never seen a cop wear thin blue line before in my life. I don't exactly participate in activities with a lot of cops, but I don't know, man. The fuck. I just forget these people are out there because they don't come here or they don't last or something. Ugh. Yeah. Gross. 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 This one's so I play TFT sometimes. Please excuse Bill, she's very dominant. I play TFT sometimes when I'm like painting my nails or, doing things I have to wait for. It's something I can just do pastime thing on my one PC. And I was up against someone the other day whose screen name, I fuck you not, was Void. Wait, the Void Puppy. And I beat them and I still feel bad. So, dear the Void Puppy, so sorry. I know. I was like, that is an oddly specific name. They must have a little black dog or something, right? Like, we can't be the only people that call them our Void babies. Yeah. My baby boy is my Void boy. But it was. I killed Puppy. I killed the Void Puppy. I got a really good roll. Yeah. Your eyes are so precious. Um, that's that ankle thing though. Yeah, that's horrific and horrible, and I hate it so much. He just lays on my desk. He's the laziest dog. Anywhere he can lean, he's like, yeah, that's where I'm gonna lean. Are you just a very relaxed boy? Yeah. I think I'm gonna go sleep here now. Bye, everybody. Seriously, very much so. I don't know if you probably had dogs that lean on you. If I stand still for a minute outside, leaned, I'm like, okay, all right. I stopped moving for 2 seconds. You are so cute. Those puppy dog eyes just fucking kill me. That's how one of my poods would hug people. He would just lean on them. I love the lean so much. It makes my heart happy. 2 minutes till 4:20. Okay, I'm loaded and ready. We'll wait. We'll take break at 4:20. Yeah, and then we'll delve into all this music. I'm very excited. I have a lot, probably more than music too. I have a lot of links on the other side too. But I saved the music because I wanted to play an ad and get it the fuck out. Aw, bud. Yeah. I'm like half loaded because again, Keith Bowl. I'm taking it. Taking it slow. I can actually move links over while we. That ankle is still on my screen. Oh yeah, the cut I was talking about. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. I looked up, I can't remember the name. I think it was called a pony cut, but it's essentially they just leave all the hair about the same length as the top of the head down the back like a mohawk. And I thought it looked kind of cool. I googled that though, and my dude. Okay, there's so much on this. Would you like a pre 420 treat? Or a curse, I don't know. That came up. But like I, did you just hear Trick moan? That's another weird thing. I've never had a dog that moans, but these guys, when you hit a good spot, they moan. They oh, and it means you've hit a good spot. When you're itching, it's so weird. That dog. But I mean, aside from that, like, if that's a poodle, that's some impressive shit. I don't know how one doth, but that they doth. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. I mean, okay. Like, sure. Uh, what do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think of it? What do you like the artistry I respect. But like what do you guys think? Happy 420. Cheers to these dogs' souls. I'm genuinely curious because I actually did watch the show on Netflix. There was a show somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but it was like a short documentary about people that do this, and I have opinions. That's why I have opinions, Vox. It comes off as a lesser, in my opinion, allegedly, the show of, I remember this one was on the show specifically. In my opinion, it comes off very much like Dance Moms or Toddlers and Tiaras, where it's like a bunch of dog moms who had great intentions of spending extra time with their dog, but when they get to this level, it very much becomes not about the dog anymore. And these dogs are in that stand with that skinny leash around their neck, holding them upright for upwards of 8 to 12 hours to complete this artwork with potty breaks. And, like, if you wanna get real weird about it, like, the sheer amount of washes these dogs go through because of all the dye on their skin is wild. I didn't like it because I imagine if you went to, like, a small town local, like, anybody wanna groom a dog for funsies, like, Best Prize, where people just, like, use kid hairspray paint on their dog. Probably fun. Nobody cares. There's no prize, you know. But these people, I mean, there were scenes where they, with the dog's face, you can see that the people they have been on their feet for 12 hours at this point. They're getting iffy and the dog no longer is it they, and I know I might be just like too much of an animal person, but I don't like that. It made me feel gross. Like I love these guys. I wouldn't I couldn't. Me too. Agility training is so fucking cool. I'm very much into that. That stuff is really fun. And those dogs look like they're having a goddamn blast. It's excessive and just, the I hope to fuck it's not real. My like worst case scenario worry, but when these people lose, cuz there's a winner, this is like a contest of grooming your poodle. When they lose, like they just stomp away from their dog who's sitting on some pedestal somewhere looking like this, and they get all heartbroken and shit, and I'm like, I really hope the dog isn't, like, you know? You know what I'm saying? Kilomental, thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm really frustrated with a painting and it doesn't do well, I burn it or throw it away. That's their dog. I don't know. It makes me sad. Yeah, the dog just suffered at the very best. I don't wanna think about the very worst. It just doesn't like, yeah. Ugh, God. It's exact thank you, Vex. Yeah. It's like, I mean, arguably smarter than us. Like a living intelligent being who I mean, we were just talking about this earlier, Vex, before you got here, but, like, the sheer energy of poodles, and I was saying how I've had big dogs before. I've had, like, herding dogs, and I've had labs, hunting dogs and stuff, but I've never had a dog that it's the intellectual energy where it's like when they get bored, they start destroying things like chewing siding off my house or chewing a panel off my $13,000 fence or something like that. So we have to have like puzzle toys or play hide and seek in the yard, like hiding things that smell like me around or treats. Like I have to have like think games all the time. And I've never had that before. And I cannot, I mean, baby girl, come here. I ain't here to judge no one's lifestyle. I would never tie you up for 12 hours. Holy shit. I know. I can't look at it either. That's so much. Just, I, I would never. Like, it just seems mean. Oh, Vex. We were talking about that. That's kind of how we got on the topic. I was like, these guys are my alarm. And like, the the cool thing about the poodles is they have that energy and that like need to, right now she looks all melty because they're super sleepy because they got their nut out when dad came home today. But it's like in bursts. So I get really it's honestly great for stream because they're like kind of like I imagine it's similar in my little experience with cats. They nap a lot and they sleep through the night. They're great. But when they're awake and they're ready to go. And if I'm not ready to go, they'll just start going right here until they unplug everything in my life. Like it's time. Oh yeah. This is my girl. This is the one I was saying. She crawls, even if I don't let her in the bed, she sneaks into my bed at night. And like she's fairly fucking long. She's like a long, lanky poodle. She can curl herself into this tiny little ball of a squirrel right next to me. She just wants, I mean, she could be absorbed into me. She probably would if she could. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like, "Let's go, mom. We're ready, and if you're not ready, we'll make sure you're ready." Yeah, they're very, very into that. But honestly, I kinda like it. It's fun. Because like, on the flip side, a pug, it was more like Millie, even when she was young, just because she's a pug, you have to acknowledge the breed regardless of how you like, grow them, how you raise them. Pugs can overheat in under a minute real quick. Like, it can go from 0 to 60 real fucking fast. So, like, if I wanted to go on a hike, it was like, "Oh, yeah, I can bring my dog. How long is the hike? Where is it? Is there shade? Is there water?" Blah like, I had to worry about stuff like that. These guys, they're basically like a little person. Like, whatever I bring, they can have. We just share. Betray you. Oh, dang. No, let's not. That's sad. You're so cute. Look at that nose. Hey, my girl. I am. I know. I am. Oh, 100%. Am I crazy? You're a crazy child if that's the case. Bless you. Those eyes. Stop it. She melts me. They're all legs, exact. Yeah, they really. I mean, I've never shaved them naked, but we have shaved their head, like shaved all the fur on their head. I can't remember why. They got something stuck in their fur or something, and they look exactly like a greyhound. Their head shape is that super angular. You know how greyhounds, they're like real smooth and round, but they almost have like a they almost look like a smooth box. I don't know how to say that. She's holding my hand right now. Does anyone else's dog do this? Sometimes she just needs to hold my hand. Shelties have the same. It's so fun. I love it. I mean, especially because these guys, they usually have the like a little bit of scruff on top. When they shave it off, it makes them look like they lost their brains. Oh, I love German short hair point. Oh, growing up named Mesa. Dad and Mesa, excuse me, went canoeing. It was cold and drizzly. She curled up so tight I could cover her with my canoe hat. That's she can. They can do the same. It's fucking incredible. I literally sometimes I'll look at her. I'm like, where are your pieces? Like she can get when she's cold, like so compact. Mesa, not Mesa, Katie. Sorry, I can read. I swear to God. All right, let's take a quick break now that we've discussed. I mean, this is such a weird. It's so weird to say because these dogs are perfect in any way, shape, or form, and I would die for them. It's the activity itself that I was curious because I watched the whole show, like kind of hoping, and the more it went on, it just got more sad. 5 minutes, Rod, yeah. And that was Millie would go longer, but she'd start doing that breathing where it's just and their lips do that curl back, and you're like, I gotta carry you now, huh? Like it was about to happen. Yeah. Their brains are half left. They are. I know. And sometimes we take it away, and then you look like that. Do you wanna go outside? She's my haunted Victorian child. The green light on her makes me feel like we're in Beetlejuice right now. If you knew then what you know now, would you have had your little accident? Lilith, Bill, Bill, Nye the poodle pie. She looks like she's gonna fall asleep upright. Do I get up or do I just watch this happen? I'm kidding. I'm not gonna let her do that. Quick break. I know she looks so. She's like doing the teeter, like she's gonna fall asleep. You wanna go outside, baby girl? Oh yeah, there's a trick bursting out from under my desk. All right, first break of the day, my dudes. I'm gonna get water because my mouth is so dry, and then we'll watch this music and get fucking jiggy with it. You ever just walk through the house and get your head stuck on lights? The curse of the bun. Welcome back. Yeah, got my just, just got my head stuck on a light in the kitchen. Because with that, I'm like 6'4" or something now, so head bumps. Here we go. Welcome back. Did one of those. Oh, yoink. Oh, man. Welcome back. Let's listen to some music. My mother, oh, crazy shit. My mother, the most anti smoking person ever, told me I should start smoking weed. I mean, did you like whip out a pre roll? Like, I mean, I was gonna save this for the drive home, but what's up? That's amazing. I love that so much. Cheers. Give me one sec. That's amazing. I got my mom high a couple times and it was weird. I guess I've never really been around people like who do not smoke. And it was way back when she got her knee replacements done. I got her some edibles. And it was almost like she was fighting the high. Like she looked we my mom and I are like clones. It's very creepy. So same like almond eye shape, very I don't know, sleepy eyes, not like this naturally. And the more high she got, the bigger her eyes got, and she just kept smiling. And I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "I don't really feel anything." And I was like, "Are you okay?" It was really weird. And then she got like manic and cleaned the kitchen. It was weird. No, Vox. I mean, honestly, I wish I could chill out with my parents. My dad, my stepdad, he said he actually used to like deal drugs and shit. He had a checkered past. But he said he used to smoke weed all the time, and very much like a lot of you have told me a similar story. One day, panic, and he hasn't been able to smoke ever since, and that was like in his 30s or something. So I've never been able to smoke with my dad. And my mom is just like, I don't know, she's very like anti. She drinks a lot of wine, but not the weeds. Oh, did you really, Knives? No shit. I mean, it's better than it just making an alarmingly loud popping noise and scaring the fuck out of you. Is that not Vex? I don't, dude. So yesterday, Knives just randomly DM'd that to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, let me see if I have any open DM spots," because I didn't know. I don't know how I missed the news. I didn't know Twitch like unleashed emotes on the world, and I have like over 50 open emote spots or something. I have some work. Oh, dude. I don't see that as abuse at all. Actually, that's very responsible of yourself. So pre and post intubation. Do you know you're going to be intubated for surezies? Like a tube, or do you know if it's gonna be an LMA, or is it just like a just in caseies? Really, honestly, in any case, it's just being super hydrated. Hydration is key no matter what. You probably already know this, but like your throat and the inside of your mouth is a mucous membrane and it's super delicate and it's not built to like withstand just constant pressure against it. And so when there's constant pressure against it, it'll start to pucker and kind of break down and lack blood supply in that area, right? 100% tube required. Awesome. So yeah, just really hydrate, like, and by hydrate, I mean don't just like pile gallons of water. I'm not assuming you're stupid, but there are stupid people out there, and I gotta say it for anybody listening. But like get electrolytes, eat a nice meal with lots of salt, like natural salts and stuff, and lots of water. The more hydrated you can be, the better off. There's nothing you can really do to like we lube up everything. Like the intubation process itself, super smooth, but the extubation and then the recovery process is greatly aided. Because seriously, so what you if you've ever been intubated before, if you know anything about that kind of stuff, you probably already know this. But it's a pretty long tube, depending. Like if you're an adult, it's yay big and it's got marks on it, and we measure it into an X-ray and everything to make sure it's placed right. But at a certain point below the vocal cords, there's actually like kind of a loose balloon, and this little loose balloon. I just realized loose balloon, and there's a little extra tube that'll come out of your mouth. It's really tiny. We use a syringe to put air into that, and that balloon inflates and puts that pressure on the mucous membranes of your airways. And that's where the mucosal breakdown can occur. But it creates an airtight seal so that you're not like, aspirating the spit and stuff, that you're just drooling all the time. Because we're essentially stopping the epiglottis from closing anymore. So that's where the damage can really occur. And honestly, if it's not over a 24-hour period, damage is super unlikely. But you'll just have a very scratchy throat. Like you'll sound like me right now. You'll just have a super scratchy throat, and the more hydrated you are, the better turnover of the epithelial cells of the mucous membrane, so they can just replenish, like reinflate with blood. 3 to 4 hour. Oh yeah. It'll probably be super honestly, that's not even long enough for the lube to go away. Like, we just use lubes, like, a lot. I mean, we are taught, like, we're like, it's a kit, the intubation kit, it's the tube, and it's everything in it, and you peel open the sterile kit, and it comes with the little foil rippy packages, like a ketchup package, but of lube, and they teach you in school, at least back when I was in, I know they do now because 'cause I've seen the new students, to use all of it. Like, we excessively lube that tube. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but we truly do. That's not even long enough for the lube to go away, so you're probably gonna be absolutely fine. But that's best case scenario. Um, the other piece of advice I'll give you, which is something everybody should do, but I know none of us doing it, is just practicing deep, full body breathing. What we can do, I mean, what we're all doing naturally, studies have proven this actually. We all breathe with about like maybe 2/3 of our actual lung capacity. We don't really deep breathe unless we work out and stuff like that. And what can happen is your airways can kind of occlude themselves, and when we intubate you, your body can become kind of reliant on the ventilator, and if it's difficult to extubate you, we'll keep you on the ventilator, and you just don't want that bill aside from anything. So just practicing, like, belly breathing, cute, just big, slow, deep breaths and stuff like that, getting your lungs nice and inflated so they're, like, at full capacity. Honestly, absolutely. I'd rather too much than not enough, too. I am so on that. Like, I mean, the reason I know it's like a new thing, my mom is a respiratory therapist. My biological dad was a respiratory therapist. His mother was an inhalation therapist at a nunnery before respiratory therapy even existed. Like, shit's in my blood. So I learned a lot from her. And I watched her. She's like, "You want to see how much lube we were taught to use in my day?" And she'd like half of what you use for toothpaste. And then she like jerked the tube off. I was like, "Oh, cruel." And she was like, "Yeah, we were like, I don't know, we were conserving supplies or something." No, I'd rather die. Dry plastic down your throat. Mm-mm. But she's been an RT for like, I mean, she's retired. She just retired, still works PRN, but she's been an RT for like, I always say 40 years, but it's got to be more than that by now. It's probably over 50 years. For so long, when she became an RT, they were still like building ventilators with like negative pressure and tanks of water. It's crazy. Her stories are the old nurses and old RTs have the best stories because science accelerates so fast. It's really not that long ago. My mom just turned 70. It's not that long ago. It's just like, now we've got iPads on sticks. Like the newest ventilators straight up look like an iPad on a stick. It's incredible. It's amazing. Very much so. Lanto, it's like that's why I say it's like a blessing and a curse because there's the other side of it is these fascinating studies I read. This was actually pretty recently, like 5 years ago, where a lot of people that come in and are diagnosed with lung cancer due to cigarette smoking, like it's cleared cigarette smoking, oftentimes they have the best prognosis because we don't deep breathe. They've never breathed with like the bottom lobes of their lungs. They just go in and cut out all the cancerous tissue, and these people have brand new lungs. But it's their lungs. It's just like these shallow lobes it's basically the lobes that would stay inflated with like the residual volume that we're never exhaling ever. Fascinating. It was fucking wild. I mean, pink, fresh, like baby lung tissue down there. It was wild. And the rest would look black. Like I mean, I've never told you guys this before, and it's super fucking gross. Well, I'm gonna bleach out your brain in a minute with some good music. But like a smoker's lungs, like you can pinch the tissue and tar comes out like blackheads on your nose. It's uh, wild. Fucking wild. There's a hair on my face. The dog's blessed me. Not today, Satan. Okay. Um, but just side note. Also, I never see this as abuse. I love when people want to be an advocate for themselves in terms of their own healthcare. Like I'll never prescribe you anything. I'm not your doctor. I'm not going to give you medical advice or anything. I can tell you absolutely when to go to the doctor and I can tell you how to take care of yourself. Hundos. Hundos. That's just smart. Dude, 8 months? Fuck yes. We actually, I think it was like 2 days ago, bunch of people in chat were celebrating like 6-year anniversaries, 8-year. I think there was a 20-year in chat, which I mean, people that have never been addicted to cigarettes, we take very, very lightly. how I had the privilege, blessing, whatever, of working with a lot of people who were addicted to heroin, and I heard from multiple heroin addicts who were trying to go through withdrawals and stuff that it was easier to quit heroin than it was cigarettes. Because there's so many other factors to it, and I think the social acceptance of it makes it easier to, like, do all the time, you know? Dude, fuck yes. I mean, the fact that you felt comfortable asking the question, I feel like there's a lot of I put this on healthcare workers. We talk about this in my channel a lot. There is absolutely some sort of problem with healthcare workers having this put, like a not all. There's amazing healthcare workers out there, but they have, like, this nature it, like, puts you off so you don't feel comfortable asking a question, like you're wasting their time. And I struggled. I never want that to be a thing ever. And there's so many amazing smart people in my community. Seriously, like one of the neurosurgeons that I used to work with at Hopkins comes in and hangs out and he streams. If you want to follow his channel, if you like just listening to beautiful men talk, boy takes care of himself. He is fucking jacked. Dr. Neuro, literally twitch.tv/Dr. Neuro. We worked together at the neurosurgery unit at Hopkins, and now he works up in New York at CDC, and his husband's also an emergency room doctor. Super smart, awesome humans. Thank you. I love you, Viata and Glut. We are all about like knowledge, information, and being an advocate. Because like best case scenario, you have other people in your life who will also be an advocate for you because if something happens. But not everyone has that, and I want everyone to know that that's something that's possible. Like it's possible. Don't say oops. We can always bang Neuro. Do it a third time. Do it. He deserves it. He's jumped into Discord with me just to like answer chat's questions and stuff about like vaccinations. He is one of the most he's the epitome of what doctors should be. Just empathetic, caring, takes the time, is beautiful. Anyways, I feel like this song has 1 minute. Make me stop this song so we can play music. I just hate killing Run the Jewels. Cheers. He really is. He's such a nice dude. And it's so weird because I only knew him professionally before Twitch. And oh god, it's so weird. The levels of Kevin Bacon. I say that Kevin Bacon's not involved, but like the degrees of separation. So him and I worked together. This is Run the Jewels. Please listen to them. They're incredible. Run the Jewels is everything. I love them. So Neuro and I, we worked together at Hopkins, but on a professional level. So a respiratory therapist, neurosurgeon. So we worked pretty tight because they're, especially with neurosurgery, when you're fucking around with cerebrospinal fluid, the pressures I maintain in your lungs afflict the pressures in the rest of your body. So we have to watch both kind of in tandem a lot. So we work together a lot. But I only knew him in that, instance. I'd seen his husband before, I think. I think they were just boyfriends at the time. I don't know. And then I think I wasn't working at Hopkins anymore. I had moved. And I have a friend who lives in Seattle, Bronze. You guys know Bronzy, right? Bronze girl. So we've been friends for ages through the RP world. She somehow was friends with Neuro and she raided my channel and Neuro came in and was like, Katie? Super weird. That was it. That was the love. It was just the weirdest like love triangle of people that should have never been connected ever. Music stopping. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. We have shit to do. It's not that I don't want to listen to that awesome music. My playlist has been on fire lately and I'm proud of it. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to enjoy that are new. Josh is Chaos Gremlin and we love. Silver, honestly, I love him either way. His face is fine. I think people just don't like change and they freak out. I don't know. I think like once in my life has someone shaved their beard off and it's been like, oh shit, that's what's under it. But most of the time, I don't know. It's whatever. Beard doesn't really affect me. I don't know. I miss it because I have a weird like monkey urge to groom people and he lets me trim it. And I make him sit in a spinny stool and I like get my fancy scissors out and a comb and I take way too long to do it, but I really enjoy doing that. Like I'll miss that. Yeah, it makes people uncomfortable adapting to new things. I don't know. It's never like been Maybe that's also I dye my hair rainbow shades all the time, and I'm constantly changing up my makeup and stuff. So to me, looking like a completely different clown every day is really normal. So it didn't really my first thought in the shaving of the beards in the hot tub, and I'm not lying, I was standing at my computer doing my makeup, going through a migraine, and I was watching the stream. First instinct, "Oh my god, who's cleaning the hot tub?" That filter. The streamer soup of that water. In no way. Nothing else. It was just like and then the second beard went and I was like, "Oh shit. They should sell it." Sell the water. Someone out there wants to lick it. You couldn't pay me to get in that tub. Well, maybe for the charity, but for it, no. I don't know. Oh, nope. Nope. That was my ew. Because, like, if you've ever had facial hair, and I'm sure a lot of you have had beards or facial hair before, and I've shaved a lot of beards in my life, like, you know, it's similar to a scalp. This is no shade, but, you have hair growing out of your scalp, therefore dead skin can accumulate. It's not that you have dandruff. Dandruff's a totally different thing, but, like, dead skin buildup, that happens on your face. So, like, all of that's in the water. Oh, I grabbed it, Clet. Let's get good emotions because I'm just ruining everyone's time right now. That's where my mind went. I'm a dark person. All right. Forgive me if these are out of order, but these I believe are the first ones that I wanted. This is the Pat mic. I love when people can manage using one of those, even if they're just incorporating into a video and they don't actually use that kind of mic. They just look so cool. New mics look like sex toys. I'm subscribing and liking and saving. That was great. Good find. But I find the same problem. Like I search Spotify or whatever for a playlist that like I'll see a few songs in there I really, really like. And I'm like, okay, I play it. 9 times out of 10, I find nothing. Sometimes I find one song. Ugh. Yes, I love that movie. 10 Things I Hate About You. That was a good movie, right? I think that's the first thing I ever saw Heath in. It was a great movie. Dude, I'm not the only one that breaks down when Julia Stiles starts crying in front of the class, right? Because, like, bitch, no one gets to make Julia Stiles cry. That scene haunts me. Honestly, Trouble, like, it's a lot. I'm always tired after a concert, always, in all the ways. Like, I need to eat my feelings, and I need to lay down, and I need to not look at anyone or talk to anyone. Like, it's a lot. It's such a good movie, but damn, all of it. But that hurt, like the tough girl melting, really just wow. Uh-huh. Court, it was too great. I couldn't. How could I not? It's too perfect. It's a good message that we should just keep in mind. Yeah, me too. Anytime I go to a concert, like the next day, I feel like I broke my body. It's a lot, and you know, I have social anxiety, but like not severe to the point where it's crippling or anything. No shade to anyone who does. Like I have other crippling things. Don't fucking worry. There with you. Shit sucks. But I totally respect that, and I like honestly, I wouldn't destroy your mental state. It's not. I've never like. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say never. I love going to live music, but I wouldn't say it's like I don't think the only thing live music has ever done for me is made me stop listening to some bands who can't play live. But I have found some bands live, like Gojira. I don't know if I would have found them otherwise. The one I had I thought were good. Even the Fall Out Boy song that didn't make me feel guilty for liking it. Wait, why would you feel guilty for liking Fall Out Boy? Are they creepy? Oh shit! Did I just close one we haven't listened to? Shit, fuck. Hold up. Just places to get a graphics card like affordably. Like go to a pawn shop or something. Dude, that's really smart though. Hold on. I have to clear some I have so much shit up and I don't want them to crash and we have a lot of new stuff, so I'm just gonna clear some links. and then I got a piece, so I'm gonna take a break, like an actual one. I'm not taunting this time, and then we're gonna re-listen to the band song, whatever the name. It's never gonna stick with me. Hold on. The one that looked like a boy band and did not sound that way in any way, shape, or form. The Cost, not for me.
Uh,
Cheers. How's Zeke without the beard? Honestly, you're like the third person to ask me today. It doesn't bother me. The only thing I miss is I like to groom it like a monkey. Sometimes he lets me eat the bugs. Other than that, I mean, let's be real. Have you ever seen Zeke's eyes? Like, he doesn't see it, he doesn't get it, but he has like those like frightening, like, he's got that weird striking blue circle in his eyes that like you almost feel like you're looking at an android with something going on in there and you can't look away. I don't know how anyone's looking at his fucking beard. Shit, fuck balls. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying though? I tried to open the link, but it's my browser and everything from redoing my computer. I know it is. I look like a librarian. Are librarians that tired? Where the books are that people don't want them to read. Oh my god, I would be escorting the kids. Like, don't worry about what age you are. Let me take you to the adult side where the interesting books are. I'd be all up in that like queer young adult romance, dragon, werewolf, furry shit, and I'd be like, "This is your section, kid. Let's fucking go." I'd be there for that hard. You know, like it's my sister almost went to college for library science. It's like a legit thing. You have to have I think at least a master's, if not one step up from that, to be like an actual librarian. It's wild. Even without the Dewey Decimal System, it's kind of wild. Oh, Vox, we've just been, actually nothing because we're gonna replay it. I need to pee really bad, so we're gonna take a break real quick. But if you remember Siberia, El Estebario Siberiano, the amazing drummer dude that's Spanish, he joined a band and they released a music video, and the song is like legitimately pretty fucking good. I did not expect it at all. I didn't expect terrible, but I thought it would be, what happens when anyone our age just suddenly decides to make a band. You know, it's like cringy a little. I don't know the word, but it's not. It's great. Oh my god, Fire Drake, you were summoned. What happened? Was it fire? What happened? Did I? My wonderful life likes the clean lady parts, but wait, likes the clean for the lady parts, but likes the stubble for the look. Oh shit, that's conflicting. Oh fuck. That sucks. I imagine it's like most hair where it's like you either need to let it grow out to a certain length so it can become soft again, or you need to keep it clean. There's this point of, and I'm talking all hair, where there's these lengths that are razor blades and they don't feel good on nobody. I think that goes for all the parts. But if you let it go to a certain point where it's soft again, it's totally fine. Right? Margot Robbie's fucking hilarious. She's great. You did too a master's. No shit. It was fantastic. I wish I would have completed my degree. You didn't complete any reason. You only want to cover the music you listen to and try to relive the good old days? I do not. Nope. It stabs like needles. I've gotten hair slivers in my face. Like poked. They're terrible, yeah. I think pubes are the same. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I gotta pee really bad because we hydrating. I'll be right back. Take a break. Stretch your legs. Cleve, thank you so much for the raid. I highly suggest you stand up and stretch your legs and get some fucking water. The rest of you, thank you for hanging out. Welcome to Faded Friday, where we listen to music and Katie gets real high. BRB. I have to share a fucking thing I just saw on Instagram with you because I'm suffering. Yeah, that's life. Welcome back. What is Charizarding? When you light a girl's pubes on fire, put it out with your jizz, then flap your arms and say, "You don't have enough badges to train me." So, what the fuck? It's from fucking like, I mean, this is old meme territory. Hold up. The year astounded me. 2014, 10 years ago, someone did that. Amazing. Incredible. Oh, incredible. Take some Pokeballs. That's pretty good. good old good old Portuguese omelet in there. I mean, we all fucked around on Urban Dictionary, right? What else was the internet for? Like by the time you saw Pain Olympics, you were like, all right, I needed just to laugh. And that was it. It was that Urban Dictionary where you learned about Steveland Cleamers or whatever. Charizard. All right. All right, universe. Touche. I feel you. Let's go. Thank you for the follow, Mutant Noodles. And C-Town, thank you for the resub, you sneaky fuck. I appreciate you. Wait. Some drunk pube buddies, Katie. Pub buddies created mud snowshoe. What's that? Wait. No, now you have to teach us. Dear Urban Cleveland. Oh, what's mud snowshoe? Okay, I have a story to follow that one up though. I listened to a YouTuber go through one of the subreddits, Am I the Asshole? But they were British, so it's Am I the Asshole? It was hilarious. But damn, I have a weird one. And it boggles me. I'm still conflicted. But you have to share. Like now we have to know. Alabama Hot Pocket, heard that. I don't remember that what that one is, but I heard that one. There's so I mean they exist, so someone's done them, but like did someone do them because they were made up on Urban Dictionary? Or did someone do them first and then they were put on Urban Dictionary is my question. I don't know cuz a lot of them are just like so much effort. It sounds messy, right? Like hell stop it. Why did you get banged? Did it think it Wait, what happened? What the What up, Donna? How are you? Yeah, pro tip, don't go to Google. Don't I got you. Dude, honestly, one of my mods will beat me, but I got you. Maybe. Did you Fuck. Wait, did we fuck it? Wait, did we fuck it? A column A and yeah, I bet you're right. Nice. Yeah. A lot of them just seem like uh, so like a lot of them until recently I thought about like where's the payoff? And then all this shit about the McMahon fucker came out and I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess some people are into that stuff." So, special circle. Special circle. I know. I thought because we like literally in tandem gave him permit that it fucked him. Mud snowshoe. St- Using semen as a lubricant for inserting a foot into a rectum. So, remember my theory I posed earlier? Which way is it for you? Gulp. Oh no. I think some of them are like you said, like I feel like some of them are probably like oopsie daisies in the bedroom that ended up funny. You have met me. Touche. Motherfucking I get it. I feel creepy all the time. It's so sad that we have to say things like respectfully. Like, respectfully. Not meaning to be a creep, but like, you have a beautiful goddamn form and I enjoy it. Thank you for putting it in video for me. We all are appreciating it, right? Like, why does that? Yeah, the lighthouse with, Cedric and, Willem Dafoe. What's Cedric's name? Ruby P. Robert Pattinson. That one? Yeah. I don't remember much other than Willem Dafoe's naked ass slow humping his pillow. But, you know, that's something for all of us to be a little scarred with, right? Stromlin, I swear to God, they did at one point. Wait, I don't know what happened. I never saw them, but I had a few friends who got them when we were like in middle school, and I'm not fucking with you. And it was like the profile of just a severely padded bra, and it looked like someone put a pea in it, like a pea, like a bean. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know what to do there. It was so weird. There's a time and a place for Spotify version. Listen to that 20 times because it's probably better. It almost always is. YouTube fucks, you know, all the audio quality. And a song like that's probably got a lot of intricity. You know what? It's just not that time for me. Like I said, tomorrow should be normal. Bring your musics as usual. Maybe we'll watch some not has been. We finished Hell of a Boss because we still haven't finished that. That'd be dope. Um, ugh. I mean, harder. That's subjective. Cheers. Try cussy. Wait, wait. What? How would you say that? Stop it. Intricacy. The intricacy of it. I must stop. What up, Berserker? How are you, love? Cheers. I'll injure your cussy or whatever. 2 cups, 1 cussy. I don't know. Intricacy. Intricacy? Did I say it? Words have always been hard for me to say out loud. I don't know. I read a lot as a kid, I think, and broke my brain. That one's difficult. Today was great music. That's all I was gonna say. I was gonna look and see who was live because I'm literally this is the first week I've been live so late. I don't even know who the fuck's on anymore. But yeah, if you have anything you want to bring by tomorrow, if you're free, no pressure, come by, drop music. I love new music. I love finding new shit. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm getting Black Sheep vibes right before they realize they're high off nitros. Oh my god, though, what? Sheep take drugs? Should we start a movement? Do they know? Ooh, I don't think I've rated KPP in forever. We rated Dan yesterday. I raid Dan all the time because he's usually one of the few people online when I go off. But I want to hang out with KPP. I haven't got to see her in a bit. He did. I mean, like, I have nothing against rating Co, but like a snowflake falling on your arm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I love me some Co, but I wouldn't say he needs any help. Maybe emotionally and physically, but not physically anymore because, like, you know, they had sex or whatever. You know what I mean. I try to read people that like, like I want to introduce you guys to because we're all trying to grow a community. And like he's done it. He did it. He did it. He did it. And I am but a sniff on a shit. in in that universe, I just, you know what I'm saying? Does he look super different, especially without the glasses and the the man soup, the hot tub? Ko's a super nice dude. He's a very chill human being. He really did. And I'm hella happy for him. Like, kudos to the man. He fucking did it. He's the dream, right? He's who we like, reference when people are like, how do you guys make any money? you know, how do you guys even do that? Like, we have to bring up people like that and be like, you don't have to be this level to make it, quote unquote, or make a living off of it, but it's totally possible. You can't ignore that this is real. Me too. The kids look like they really liked him, which is nice. Co with hair always looks weird. It is weird. I've never seen pictures like if I was googling him a lot when I was making those cloaks for the kids, and every single picture is him with a beanie on. Like everything. It was so weird to just not see the beanie. I don't know. I think I just got way too fucking used to it. I know. It's like my uncle that always has a beard, except that one time. Yeah, it's weird. It's like disconcerting. You're kind of like, what? How'd you break? I didn't know how tall he was either. I had no idea. Nope. I mean, I think we all look the same height on the interwebs, though, right? People always are shocked at any time I go to a con or something. I think the down camera and like everybody in a chair, we all look tiny. Cheers, Vex. He looks like that one. Stop it. Wait, which manager? Like, Lumberg? Like, yeah, that? Oh no. Desk height too? Yeah, very much so. Because part of like sitting at a desk and gaming all day, it's super important to have like where your elbow height is. That's where you want your desk is. So it can be a little bit higher or wonkier than like a just casual desk, I guess, which makes us look tinier. We're like behind our desks. But like, who the fuck lies about their height? What a stupid lie. Lumberg is a piece of shit. I'm trying to think. We saw him. I saw Ko super briefly. He came to the last like party thing at TwitchCon. He's taller than Zach, I think. Yeah, I think he is. Right? Yeah, I think he is. Dude, C-Town, totally. Well, wait. Give me their name, and can I raid them the next time they're live? Just because I already said I'm gonna raid KPP, it feels like a bait and switch. I don't want to like be that bitch. Like I will raid them seriously. Hold on, Rin Vixen. Ooh, they sound familiar. I might be familiar with them. I'm gonna write them down. And if you're here tomorrow or whatever, feel free to be like, "Hey, Katie, remember?" Rin. All right. If you don't know KPP, I've honestly never met a Katie I didn't like, and Katie is one of them. Katie Peters plays. Play Katie play, whatever. What is she? Is it actually her, Katie Peter? I don't even know. She's changed her name a few times, and it's fucked up because someone has her real name, KPP. Katie Peters plays is her Twitch name. That's what I know. She's amazing. We were in Nocturne together. Nocturnals forever. Um, she's genuinely hilarious and a super awesome person. And if you don't know who she is, it's a pleasure to introduce you. She's fucking boss. Yeah, she's a very decent human. How tall is Ko compared to Zach? I'm trying to taller, but not like a head taller. Zach's like Zach claims to be only like 6'1". I claim he's 6'2" because I'm only 6 foot, and he definitely feels taller than only an inch taller than me. I think he's about 6'2", and like I want to say like I don't know, dude. Taller enough to notice when they embraced. Zach is Zeke, and I apologize. Yes. I'm very high. It's fine. Dude, ghetto. I don't play favorites either, but like I said, like Katie's are kind of the shit. and Katie is the shit. And anyone who wants to contest Katie being the shit needs to come and have a talk with me. Maybe if you imagine me as short as I look on stream, you'll feel less scared. Know what I'm saying? Donna, that's still amazing and super flattering. You have no idea. It's crazy. I feel the same about 6 foot Z-Bot, honestly, all the time. Anytime I meet someone taller than me, I'm like, God damn it, where do you shop? 'Cause I'm struggle bussing. How tall is Ko? He's taller than you, right? I called it. I said, Zach won't say this, but he's about 6'2". Therefore, you don't think you're 6'2", but I'm convinced you are. I'm 6 foot. Sure. Okay. So, he's probably like 6'2".
In my pants! I mean, wait, no, not in my pants.
Cheer. We'll see. We'll fucking see. He's tall. 180, yeah, right. Look, 180 3. Is that 6 foot 183 centimeters, I think? I always forget. 183, I think. Ish. The Centum Waters. Yeah, I'm a tall bitch. But like, not scary. It's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna raid KBP. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me on Faded Friday. This is the first day in a while where I saved so much music. I'm actually excited to go through it because I don't remember the first music of the day. Not that we don't always have awesome music, but like we've been doing a lot of other things. I don't know. But like I said, my girl KPP, perfection, amazing. Treat well, otherwise, I will come have a talk with you. Be nice to yourself and drink water. Make sure to clean your bongs. Come by tomorrow and share music if you'd like. That's all. Where? Oh, lighter. Cheers. That's it. Wash your piss mittens and pee after sex and take care of those little ones. They may be feisty, but they can still be swiped.